Hey y'all, it's your Queen Ram,
It's your King Bull.
and we're coming at you today to talk about something serious. That right now, this is our journey that we're going through. I am 6 months pregnant, and this is our journey. So I just kind of want to give you a brief summary, not too much, but I'm at 6 months right now, and I'm having just a little bit of complications with hypertension, preterm labor, anxiety attacks, and just finding a healthy way of living. So the first thing I want to talk about is just the hypertension and what is a moderate versus severe blood pressure. So a moderate blood pressure, which I found out today, is between 140 and like 120 over 80. That's more moderate, and a severe blood pressure is like
Hold on, not the 120 over 80. That's more like textbook. That's more like normal.
Okay.
So the severe. Remember I was talking to you earlier, and I was like anything outside of the 120 to 130, the top number, which will be the systolic number, versus the bottom number. I told you it's 60 through 90,
Right.
roughly on the bottom number. I was talking to you earlier.
Right.
So the top number to be moderate would be, anything outside of the one after the 130s on the systolic.
Okay.
So the severe that could range from like say 130 to say 150. Once you start pushing 155, 60, 70, and
That's more severe.
That's becomes severe as hypertension.
Okay, ladies. Well, now you're getting the correct answer. This is something that I'm just learning now, because I struggle with this. This is part of my life, and with me being pregnant, and I asked the doctor today, is it due to my age? And I don't like always bringing my age up all the time, but when you are older and you are pregnant, it does have a lot to do with it because your body is just. But she did educate me on a lot of questions that I think about on a daily basis. So
you was definitely well informed on certain things. The same stuff I be telling you in the house, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. What we're gonna say is, how do you feel about the pregnancy thus far? Because we just went to the hospital yesterday. Why don't you walk them through what did you feel during what time? Like, walk them through that episode that you had in the bedroom.
So yesterday was the waking up, getting ready for work. Then all of a sudden I feel this tightening, cramping, like my baby boy wanted to come out, y'all. I wanted to push. It was almost like, not giving you too much TMI, like I wanted to have a bowel movement. And I knew that something was wrong because I couldn't stand up straight. I was trying to rock it off and it just wouldn't let up. And then I was bending over. I called out for Joshua, and one thing I gotta say, he was on point with it. He kept me calm. He kept me breathe. Even when I said, I don't know how to breathe, he kept me calm through the whole thing. But I knew something just wasn't right yesterday. So he got me out of this house as fast as he could. He dropped my daughter off as fast as he could, and he got me to the emergency room as fast and calm so that he could focus on the road and get us there safely.
Hold on. Okay. So we're gonna say it like it is.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm in the bathroom washing my face, brushing my teeth, and all I hear is my name being yelled out. I come in there and she's all down on the floor, talking about she feel like she has the urge to push. And me, I'm in the medical field, so I'm like, I can deal with this right here. I mean, I keep gloves in the house. I'm ready for it at any time. I actually wanted to do it my own self. I ain't tell her that, because she, back in the day, remember we was talking about you wanted to get the midwife thing and going and everything,
Yeah,
and I was
say that.
And I was like, no, I can do this, But I was like, if she could be in not a pre-hospital setting, but actually in a hospital setting, because they have more things that they can provide in a sterile situation, then why not go for the best thing?
Right.
This girl, yeah.
Ladies, you understand when you're in this state of panic and you are uncomfortable.
So I'm gonna tell you like this.
You just, all bets are out the door.
Ain't nobody trying to wake up to this. This is no time limit on this. It just happened, and I'm like, well, that's when I go into being mechanical, because I really don't have time to feel. Only thing I gotta do is recognize what I'm recognizing, like signs and symptoms, and know how to address the situation.
Right.
I really don't have time to be like, how do I feel? I'm tired as hell. I probably want to, sit down for a second. But what did I do? So I jumped into the fray knowing that she's in discomfort. So being as though she's in discomfort, what you got to do, you got to just jump. You ain't got time to be sitting around. Because it never happens when you're comfortable or when you're ready for it to happen. Stuff like this, these discomfort, these things happen when you ain't even expecting it. You just like, it's just, things happen when you least expect it. So I jumped to it. So while gather her, look, ain't no time to look fly. It's grab what's comfortable for her and grab something and let's do it. So pajamas, hoodie, let baby girl work out, try to work out some of her discomfort a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm grabbing, I'm trying to make a quick sandwich, I'm slapping stuff together. What else I do? I'm just grabbing stuff out the cabinets, just so I'm like, this might be a long hospital stay real fast. So I ain't packed for like a day or two. I just packed for the moment, but I know that she hasn't eaten. And in my heart of heart, I knew that he's just making room in there. He's just pushing around, making his room, making his name known in there. And that's what I felt.
Yeah.
But I also knew that at the same time, like, once I know the results come down the pipeline and she gets to hear the news for herself, everything's fine, then she's going to say to me, I'm hungry. So I had her a yogurt. I had her a sandwich. I even had enough time to grab the Uno cards, which I'm the king in. Hands down the king, and she be trying to cheat on me.
I do not. I mean, he's been winning since we've been playing, so I don't know, ladies.
I think she be trying to slip a drawer 4 in there every now and again under her sleeve or something. You never know. Which I gotta tell her, man, let me see your hands at all times. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing. During this process, you have to be very, very fragile and very gentle in these processes, because one, your emotions is what she vibes off of. Your energy, your strength is very important that you show up and show out at that time. At that particular time, everybody ain't gonna be feeling. People might panic or be like, "What the? What's going on?" She won't be able to necessarily tell you. This is when you gotta start thinking for yourself and her at the same time, as well as Mariah. As well as making sure that any type of energy that you're giving, you better know she's receiving it. So when I grabbed her, got her in the car and everything, told her, look, don't push. There's no time for pushing. Right now, what we need to do is actually make sure that you get to the car. Take your time. She got dressed. We got her straight. I did all that in seconds, though. So it wasn't like I had the time to sit around and make a gourmet meal or something. No, I'm just grabbing things. It's almost like it was preset for me to grab certain things, because I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking mechanical. I'm not even thinking on my toes. I'm also thinking like, this is a part of me. So it's just almost like I'm thinking through the spirit. I'm not even thinking through, let me find this. No, it's almost like I gravitated to everything that I needed to do At that time, get her out the car. Get her out the house. Get her into the car.
Yeah.
Get the charger started, and we down the goddamn street.
And what he's referring to is I had all the symptoms of preterm labor. They didn't call it that, but because I had all the symptoms of it, the discomfort, the pressure.
I thought she was trying. When she told me she was trying to push, I'm like, you're not doing that in here right now.
He did.
You know
he said, "Don't push."
Don't push. And I'm like, do not push on. Don't push right now. It's not the time for that, baby. Just hold on. Then we getting on the car. I'm trying to get her to her POS. I'm trying to get her to her position of comfort for the situation.
Yeah.
So, whatever she was comfortable with, leaning back, sitting forward, I'm just like, baby, just put the seatbelt on, make sure it's under the belly, and let's ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the ride, I'm telling her how to breathe. I'm doing the breathing thing, like, slowly in, slowly out.
And that got me through, because at first, and actually,
crazy,
I'm going down a list of everything that I was feeling. I was in preterm labor, then I had anxiety attack because he said breathe, and I said I don't know how to breathe. But once I calmed down and listened to him,
you thought you was in preterm labor.
Yeah,
you thought you was.
I
was denying that. I was not gonna subscribe to that, because I knew that it was just him making moves. And based off, he making moves inside of there, stretching out the uterus a little bit, making sure that he just making space, because he getting bigger, you know. Also with the taking into consideration of what's going on between making sure your health is being considered as well with age and everything. These are just little parameters that they use to somehow try to rule this out or rule this in, or what do they expect to happen at this age, and it is what it is. We went along with the flow. I'm along with the flow of understanding, like, hey, once you reach a certain criteria or a certain age group, they expect this to happen based off of the tests that they have ran and everything like that. However, we serve a mighty God, so whatever test they had, she had symptoms, but I told you, my son was just making room, because everything they kicked back from all the tests they took, everything, you're fine.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They just followed up. It was like, just follow up over here at your primary, just follow up based off of the criteria that she falls into. But I already know. I said, my son fine. But see, that's why I had to make that fool, because I had to think about it, because I'm like, look, I know we're going to get number great news.
Yeah.
But you got to know the woman that you're dealing with. Once they came in the door, throughout the whole time, she was kind of nervous and everything like that. But I worked her through that. We played a few Uno card game rounds. Watch a little bit of I can't even with the Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, he had plenty of entertainment for me. So just to take my mind off of what I was going through at that moment, you know, like
nurses walking in. What y'all looking at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And by the way, we had a phenomenal nurse. She had the best bedside manner that you can ever have in that situation. She knew I was scared. She knew that you were just
apprehensive. I wouldn't say you were scared. You was a little apprehensive because you didn't know.
Yeah.
And you had a little bit of anxiety because of the symptoms you was having. So it was kind of indicative of maybe this is happening, but maybe it isn't. And because you was in that gray area, you didn't know what side on the scale to lean towards.
Yeah. That's true. That's fair to say. That's a good point.
I know. This is why this is why you have to know the woman you're dealing with. Because if you don't, then you're gonna sit around and then be in a space of uneasiness yourself.
Yeah.
And what good is two uneasy people? Because the blind can't lead the blind nowhere. So somebody got to be a great leader and know how to understand what's going on around you, and know exactly how to step in and step up when it's that time.
Mm-hmm.
And look, to be honest with you, who the hell wants to be delivering a baby in the house?
I mean, I did.
Off the cuff. There's not even no warning.
Yeah.
Not saying this is the day. I'm talking about we talking about preterm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talking about like almost to the degree of what they call it, when a child comes ahead of time. What's the child? When a child comes ahead of time, what is the word that I'm looking for? Baby, help me out.
Early labor?
No. When a baby comes before their time.
I'm not sure what that's called.
Think about it. Just when a child comes before its time, they call it something. What do they call it? Because if he would have been born yesterday, he would have been premature.
Yeah, premature. Yes.
See what I'm saying? She ain't even got no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It is on the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm saying? But
premature. Yes.
it is what it is.
And we don't. And the thing is, that is where my anxiety comes in. Is because my daughter was premature, and it was around this time that she came. So a lot of it, I do believe, is the anxiety of me thinking that. Like, you know, I always express that. I'm not going to deny a lot of that comes from that, because having a baby that's really premature is not an easy journey.
9 years ago.
Yes, I went through that 9 years ago, and that was very, very hard. But God got me through that, because I just, you know, as a mom, you don't want your child to be sick. You want to save them, especially when you are a new mom. You are instantly in love with them, and that's where I was at. And I'm at with my son right now. Is like, no, you gotta stay in there, boy.
Yeah.
Even though,
but I told her like this, cause I came out. So here's a fun fact. Like, so here's a beautiful fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
So Queen Ram and King Bull both have daughters.
Yes.
I have a daughter that's 9. She has a daughter that's 9. I guess we was doing the same thing around the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just to keep it 100. You know, I guess y'all can put that together. However, once you know what I'm saying, we understood that, you know, being parents, and then when we linked up together and became one under God's voice and his direction, then that's when we was like, okay, cool. So we doing what people in relationships do. And then it's like, oh, that sonogram now says that's a boy.
Yeah. That's true.
And I said, my son, a little tallywag up in that thing. I said, oh, he poking.
Yeah.
Oh, he out there.
He's
out there.
Boy. He's an all boy.
It was like, oh, that's a boy. I was like, oh.
But you know, this is another fun
Hold
fact.
on, baby.
Okay.
But the thing is with this, like with Mariah, I have Nalani. And now, see, we had 2 girls separately. Okay, so that's fine. You know what I'm saying? However, now we have a son together. We completed this deal, and that's why his name is Joshua Phoenix. It's a lot that goes into that. That's going to be for another video. I can tell you why he's named that and what made me go into naming my son that way. Also, I can go into why I named my daughter what her name is, why she named Mariah what she named Mariah. That's another video, but that's soon to come. However, I just want to let you know that those little small scares that happen, when they happen, if you're not mentally prepared that they might happen, it'll send you down a spiraling tunnel. You'll be like, oh, and it's so hard to gather yourself when everything is just falling apart.
Right.
Like, I really thought that, like, you know, me, I keep gloves, you know what I'm saying, on me. Why? Because, you know what I'm saying, I work on an ambulance, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do, 911. I know how to deliver a child. I was walking myself through the process in here. I'm like, man, if she do this, I know what I'm going to do. I know how to do it. But I'm like, who really wants to be delivering a baby at like 8 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
and your eyes, you ain't even
together.
together yet. You know what I'm saying? So, and they still got to get the baby to the hospital anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, to get the baby everything that they need to cover down on, because this gonna be a pre-hospital setting if it would have happened in here. But I don't want no. I mean, who wants to
Have to go through that and
outside of a midwife? You know what I'm saying? They expecting that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
to have the proper.
But they expect it.
tools
They
and
know. They
everything.
know what's
Yeah.
about to happen. When it comes down to when it's just sprung on you, like, hup, baby on you.
Yeah, but
That's why these stay in the
I am
house.
so grateful that how everything played out. You know, I was supported how I was supposed to be supported. Even my baby girl stepped up to the plate. Like
Absolutely.
she put my pants on. I mean, she put my socks on. It was.
That's probably the time that I think she knew, because when I was in the bathroom, I ain't even know what was happening. But when she hollered out, Joshua, I was like,
It's a different type of collar.
And then Mariah came to the door. I was like, okay, I hope this is not what she thinking. Then I came out the room and I was like, oh no, we're not doing this right now. This is not what we finna do. We gonna get up out of here. So I hit it straight to the hospital. And when you got a charger, you can hit it straight to the hospital. I mean, you can have a BMW, you can have whatever car. But then it don't even matter. Shit, I have a Crown Vic and I floor that mother. I put that to the floor. I'm just blessed that we have a vehicle that we don't have to wait for 911 or apparatus. We got a vehicle that we can get there. It don't matter. You know, we're so thankful that we were able to experience this, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that can't experience these type of feelings and they want a child. And some people just even want to just have the pains of a child.
Yeah.
As weird as it sounds, people do want to feel that way. We're blessed by that. I'm blessed to have my first son, my only son. I have a daughter. She's 9. She's doing well, doing great in school. She has a daughter that's 9, doing great, doing well in school.
And not only that,
It's so important to us. Family is important, as you can tell.
But and then also,
Come on, go get on up in here. Give me some of that love, boo. Give me some of that love, boo. Show them that pretty smile you got. Show this
adding
one.
to that is just that you have a partner that's supportive. Like,
Absolutely.
even though, you know, like he said, he knows how I am.
Yeah, baby.
And he, you know, he just knew at that moment what I needed. You know, even though I was like in a panic state, he was like, breathe. And I don't know how to breathe. And he was like, just listen to my voice and breathe. And I'm like, okay.
You would never know how this was.
And it was like, once I like took myself out of that and start to listen, like sometimes you do have women, we do that, like, he don't know what he talking about. But I really had to take myself out, what I was feeling, listen to him, and it was working. It was like I
got that wheelchair out. Man,
I was in pain still, but it got me calm where I wasn't so anxious and I'm yelling and I'm like, if I probably would have went in there like that, it probably would have got worse. But because I really appreciated that he kept me calm, even when he got me into the emergency room. He's talking for me. He's just like, yeah, I think she might be going in labor. I'm not sure, but he's giving them information that I couldn't talk. And then when he knew I was able to speak, then he let me give them the rest of the information. And that also brings me to just living healthy. A lot of things that, you know, one thing Joshua brought up was, you know, putting things in your body, certain things in your body, like if you put a lot of fried foods and sugars and, you know, just things that do not belong in your body, that have hormones, and just the way meats, that how they died. And this is why like how
no.
Oh,
let's see how you see what you know. Yeah, because I done
how
told it to
the
you. So let
animal
me see.
was slaughtered. Like, that's how it's in your body, and you have dreams about it, and you know it's all in your system. So
That's why people be angry.
Yeah, that's when people be angry. They be more tired. They, you don't feel like doing anything. Your energy isn't high where it needs to be. And we are definitely looking into more fruits and vegetables. And I'm even looking at things how to grow your own food, because we really don't know what these grocery stores are putting on in this food. I'm not saying to take them out of business, but what I am saying is that if we know more about foods and what are healthy foods to put in our body, and we are growing, and we know what the soil, how we're turning the soil and what we're putting in that soil, we know what's going in our bodies. Just like we have children, we want them to be healthy, we want them to be focused in school and not so tired and always being in front of a game. Sometimes these kids need to be outside in the fresh air, because if you always putting them in front of a TV, they're not really learning. I mean, they're gathering like more.
Television is telling your vision what they want. That's why back in the day, if y'all really remember anything, just not to deviate off the conversation, because this is about the pregnancy, but back in the day, they used to have TV programming. So television is telling your vision what they trying to program into your mind. We not gonna go that far into saying too much right now on that. We can say that for another video. So we got our names for why we named our children. One video, we got another video for how I feel about certain things. My grandma always told me that while you watching the TV watching you.
It's true.
Because you always tap into certain frequencies. And so it's always best to speak on frequencies, to raise your frequency. Most of it has to come with what you feed your body.
Yeah. Good point, baby.
So your third eye is your pineal gland. One of the things you want to do is not calcify it with nonsense that you don't have to feed, but it's so easy to do it because they be pumping them smells out in the atmosphere. It be smelling so good. And I don't know about you, but I can do a 4-piece chicken, you know what I'm saying? And don't even ask me for nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man. Look, let me get that 4-piece right there, and it's a wrap,
Yeah.
But when you want to take that out your system, because you gotta look at how they do these chicken farms, these pig farms. That's why we don't eat pork
or beef.
Now we still working on the other part, but it's a journey. It's a process.
Because that's what we're used to. That's what we've been.
That's what you raised on.
Yeah.
That's what we're conditioning society on. So that's what we are breaking. We're breaking habits right now. We're breaking things. And we're taking our time with it, but we're breaking it, but we don't have time to waste.
That's true. We don't.
So this is why, we want to talk to y'all. Let you know, hey, Queen Ram. She's definitely ramming with the bull, you know what I'm saying, the King Bull. We love y'all. We just want to just say, look, man, this is our journey. We having fun with it.
Yep.
It's a definite, how you want to say, it's definitely a real true journey, because this is something that you can embrace that I would never forget. I'm
pretty sure you won't.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that comes with this. This is a journey that we're sharing together.
It's
Absolutely.
not we're apart and I'm sharing it with him and I can't express exactly what I'm feeling. He's here with me. I'm here with him, and it makes a better situation.
Hey, baby, I'm gonna grab me some water.
Okay. So
I want you to take over. Hey, y'all. Y'all see me, man. Y'all gonna see more of me. But this is all about my baby. Don't get in that look. I don't want him to leave. But baby, I know that nostril smile. Go ahead, man. You run this show right here. I ain't going nowhere. Hey, just tell the young ladies that ever was going through anything, you know what I'm saying, how important support is. Let them know, that you had hypertension and they might not have it, you know what I'm saying? Let them know, hey, tell them, look, when you're at a certain age, some of these things will happen,
Yeah.
it will happen.
I definitely am. But just we weren't trying to make this a long video. I just kind of wanted to we pray every day. I pray for my baby. I pray for, when I say my baby, I need to say my both of my girls, my son that's on the way. I pray for my king. And we're going through our own journey as a couple too. We're figuring each other out, what we need to do for each other. And, that's not always easy to do when you're in a relationship. A relationship is work. And if you really are committed to that relationship, you're going to put in the effort. But this video was more about my 6 months journey, what I'm experienced, the hypertension, the preterm labor, the anxieties that I have, and me just thinking about I need to really put in the work to have a healthy lifestyle now, because I really do believe that me changing the stuff that I put in my body and feeding my child, and the wonderful part about all of this, and it's not even I don't even want to say, excuse me, wonderful part. The wonderful part, I want to say the blessing about all this is that there's nothing wrong with him. It's nothing wrong with him. Like, he's healthy. Every time they see him, they're like, oh, he's healthy, he's so active, and that makes me feel good. But where I'm educating myself now, it's me. I have to be healthy. And my body is telling me, you're not as healthy as you need to be. So I need to be in tune with that.
It's not that, baby. It's that you are healthy, but we're just tweaking things, because if you was not with child, you'd be cool.
Yeah.
But if you was, because you are with child, he's pulling a lot from you.
Yeah, my nutrients.
Yeah, he's pulling a lot from you, and everything that he's pulling from you is weakening a little bit your situation. So that's why we re-strengthening everything right now.
Yeah.
And then we going through the process.
Right. So y'all, my camera is telling me that it's about to cut off. So let me make this video a wrap. So, if there's couples out there that are kind of similar, going through certain, the same kind of process that we're going through, give us a shout out, give us some advice that you've done. So, we're going to do some more. You're going to see more of us. So this is your Queen Ram.
And it's your King Bull.
So we will see you soon. All right. Thanks for listening. And if you don't like this, please don't stop by with no negativity. Cause
let them know. No. But girl, don't stop all that. Man, no, listen. Man, y'all say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I just really...
yeah, you okay. Yeah, all right. We put that energy on them.
Okay, but I'm just saying, for real. It's like when you're doing this kind of platform, there are...
It's okay. But we can't change what people do, baby.
Right.
So we can't change what you want to do. We want you to be whoever you are. Don't change. Not for us, not for anybody. Be yourself. And that's what we always practice over here. We being ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing you can do about it. We're going to still be good. So, hey, it ain't nothing stopping us.
So,
love you, baby.
Love you too. So, we'll see you guys soon.
I'll holler at you. You know what it is. Hey.